Hello everybody, my name is Raccoon Bro VA and welcome back to another reaction video, and it is a very special one indeed because after a very long hiatus, we are finally back! It's the Death Battle Discord and we are here to watch an incredible premiere to Season 10, Ant-Man vs. Adam, one of the most highly requested Marvel vs. DC fights of all time. Are you guys ready to be entertained?
Sure.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
And also,
yes.
it's sponsor DB directly now, thanks to YouTube's membership.
Yes, exactly. We are no longer having to use Rooster Teeth's website. We are now exclusively going to be doing these reactions from Death Battle's YouTube channel, thanks to the Planet Level membership that lets us watch these episodes a day early. Be sure to become a White Team member today if you would like to get exclusive content to Death Battle's videos and also other things that other people can't watch, and at the same time, it's a great way to support the channel directly.
I'm ready to feel small.
Really cool sponsored segment there. Really cool.
Unfortunately.
Does it count as a
Yeah, damn it.
Does it count as a sponsored segment if I'm not getting paid anything though? It's a
No.
I'm a really generous guy like that.
I mean, like, wait, do you get monetized for these?
Well, I don't really like to monetize the reaction videos. I do monetize the reviews though, because I spend a lot of time on those things.
This is gonna be
You get paid
exciting.
when you get to working at the content workload factory.
Yeah, but how are you guys excited for today's episode? Like, what are your wishes? What things are you looking forward to the most?
Honestly,
I'm looking forward to the next time.
I'm just looking forward to the episode as a whole with how much effort and excitement I put into it. I mean, something
Okay,
G1
let me
blog,
be
something
very honest
17-page verdict.
Oh yeah.
The only
I mean,
reason-
I barely know shit about Adam, so that's. I guess I just want to learn more about him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
Okay.
Adam's a
I
really
know
cool
barely
character.
anything about these two, which is going to be a good thing for me because I like that don't really know who's going to win, so it's going to be keeping me on my toes the whole time, pretty much.
Yeah,
I've
Okay,
seen a
so
lot of
I'm
back
gonna
and
be-
forth.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be very
my
honest
excitement
here.
is not smaller.
Yeah,
Gotta
this is
zoom
gonna be
in to see
exciting
who-
to see who wins. I like despite
Okay.
having worked on the blog, I am still not certain on who's gonna win.
Okay, I'm gonna be very
Yeah.
honest
Well, the
here.
block was-
What's up,
I'm
Cooler?
only here-
What's up, Cooler?
I'm gonna be very honest here. I've never been a fan of this fight.
Oh, really?
Why?
I don't know why. I just found it boring. I don't know why I did.
Is it because their powers are too similar?
Yes, probably.
I mean,
I'm-
even still, like they both have a multitude of applications in side tech that makes them
And
far
I'm only
from
going to be,
identical in
and
their
I'm
power
just looking
sets.
forward to the next time because I want to actually see if they if it has anything to do with if the matchups actually have something to do with those ciphers after
2 minutes,
all.
Method
Yes,
Jen.
the
Yeah,
Cipher
the
wheel.
ciphers.
That was a very,
Those are-
very
those
big
are-
deal. First off, that season 10 trailer, by the way, DJ did a phenomenal job editing that thing. It is so much fun.
DJ is already proving to be the editing goat.
And also, that
So-
Cipher wheel at the very end had a bunch of hints on it, and it
Oh, yeah.
may or may not be
Oh,
a bunch of
Kyogre.
hints for other things that could be happening along the way, like a star that can mean Joe Star. I saw a beaker there and a spike around it that could be Bowser versus Eggman.
I mean, if it is
1
hints,
minute,
it's
Mental Jen.
probably
You guys
very
excited?
vague.
I am
There's
very
also,
excited.
1 minute left, guys.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm
Also
looking
that ocean.
forward to the animation a lot. I'm looking forward to the editing because it looked like it was popping off, especially the animation because I'm going to try something new this season. I'm not going to watch any of the sneak peeks. I'm going to go into these episodes as blind as I can.
Okay.
So I have not seen the
That's
sneak
fair,
peek for
that's
this episode.
I've only seen the one for Ant-Man. I haven't seen the one for Adam.
Yeah, but I am going to watch I am still going to watch the analysis previews because those have jokes that are exclusive to those videos. So there's like something there
Yeah.
that won't appear in the actual episode. But I'm not going to watch the animation sneak peeks. I'm going to
And
try going through those as blind as I
here-
can.
I hope that
Here-
Kyogre versus Chaos
seconds.
does come in the death battle.
That would be cool because that would be for like the
Here
wave cipher.
we
It's
go.
not-
Also,
It's
my
10.
big hope for this season is that Bill just fucks with Wiz and Boomstick until his fight.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting, but
All
All
right,
right, let's do
ho-
this.
hopefully it wouldn't be too intrusive.
There we go.
Hope.
All right.
Refreshing
Just
light
gotta
fancy.
wait for it
How's
to
that?
premiere, I suppose. So while we're waiting, what do you guys have? Do you guys have any specific predictions for what could be the next time?
My brain has been specifically between two matchups: Bowser versus Eggman and Stitch versus Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, that would be a good one.
I know
What-
it has nothing to do with it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I just like throwing like
I don't
know,
think Stitch
Like
versus
between the
Rocket-
like Death Battle, like okay, so Death
It's
Battle
up, it's
does
up.
like
Check the membership tab.
Oh,
The rock,
Oh, here
paper,
we go.
scissors battle royale.
that'd be
Oh.
cool.
Fraser Canal already did that.
Here's
Still,
the thing, though. I don't
still
think
not-
Rocket versus Stitch has anything to do with the Cipher, though.
You could argue like
You
the
guys
way,
like the video.
you could argue the star representing
toss it to you guys,
space and
hold
how
on.
both are space genetic experiments or
It's here.
something to that degree.
Is it here?
I got the link in the chat in the VC.
How come it's not? How come it's not showing up for me?
Not sure.
Uh,
I put the link into the.
I'm at Planet
yeah,
level.
yeah. Try using the Discord link. Maybe.
Oh, that worked.
Here we go, guys.
All right, here
we go.
we.
All right.
go.
The whole
Well,
episode.
the very first
Got-
thing to be
all right.
It's time.
Death Battle, thank you for doing 4K. More YouTube channels need to do this.
All right, let's do
It's
this.
time for a bingle, shingle, cabingle.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
All right, 19 minutes.
Ant-Man, Marvel's founding member of the Avengers.
The Atom, DC's legendary mighty mite.
Good things come in small packages.
The bigger they are, the harder
Oh,
they
and
fall.
Bully.
We're just trying to get this out of the way.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
They're-
And it's
I
our
like
job
that.
to
They're
analyze
getting
their
all the
weapons, armor,
small
and
puns
skills
out of the
to find
way.
out who would win a death battle.
All right. I will say I did see the pixel animation obviously in DJ's trailer, and it does look very clean. So I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Did you know that ants can lift 50 times their
Also,
own body
this is
weight?
the first
That'd be like if you
episode
lifted a car
in a while that Ben
straight
and
over
Chad are
your
finally
head.
back in the same
I
booth
did,
together.
thanks to my
So
fun fact
I'm
little
hoping that this
calendar.
means we're gonna
Oh,
get some.
Pizza was invented in Canada yesterday.
I hope this means that we're gonna get some like improv level
Well, I bet
banter
your
between Wiz and
calendar
Boomstick
didn't tell
because
you
of that
Dr.
now.
Henry Pym, aka Hank, was considered a genius at a very early age. By
How is
3 years
Hank
old,
a
doctors
short-
declared that he was smarter
short
than
for
both
Henry?
his parents
I think he
combined.
likes the name
He
more.
eventually
It's
majored in
it's as short for Henry as
biochemistry and
Dick is
became
for
one of the
Richard, I
most successful
suppose.
Scientist in his field.
Scientist
He had big
Supreme.
ideas about
I didn't know
shrinking
that
the
was a
size
thing.
of cargo to reduce shipping costs.
So the Wasp.
Logistics.
All of which made him a laughing stock in the scientific community and sparked a
Everyone
long-lasting
pointed and laughed at the
insecurity
nerd.
and need to prove himself.
But he did it. He
Nerd.
developed a working serum.
Nerd.
He went from laughing stock to Christmas stocking.
Fuck
A
books.
much better
Books are for
stock
pussies.
behind
Go
being
hit the
athletic.
gym.
So, naturally, he tested the serum on himself.
I know how to do
Any
both.
self-respecting scientist would, and shrank down to the size of an ant.
And just when things started going south, a sweet little ant, let's call her Aunt Hathaway, swooped in and led Hank
I
safely
do want to
back
know
to his
who's
lab,
doing
where
all
he
this
returned
panel
to
editing
full size.
because
Hank
this
then
is
Okay.
harnessed
absolutely
the serum
popping
and
off.
became
Yeah, it's
the
really good.
superhero Ant-Man. Along with his new identity came a fascination in entomology.
This is a good music
which
choice, by
makes
the
total
way.
sense. Ants are fascinating.
Did you know
Even
that
though
ants
it's flying
can
the
talk to each other
bumblebees,
in a
not
bunch of different
ants.
ways, through touch, sound, or even sharing information by barfing at each other.
It's actually called trophallaxis, and they're not barfing per se. It's more like passing food mouth to mouth.
What, you never done that
Hank
with your
figured
friends
out how to
before?
communicate with his new
No.
pets. Not by
For good
barfing,
reason.
but by
What?
creating a
Why- I thought-
cybernetic
I thought
helmet
that was the
that
normal
mirrors an ant's
thing.
antenna.
I do it all
And
the
he's even
time.
developed genuine
wonder it was
relationships
Just like
with some
penguins.
ants, like Ulysses S. Ant here.
But he didn't stop there. Hank
That's
developed a lot of
insane.
amazing tech like a stinger
Drinking
pistol that
gas.
focuses his bioenergy
We need
into
to-
a
What?
stun beam and image-inducing.
We all need to be
camouflage
like
mask
your movie
himself as
Sucks,
an ant.
who has
It
the
works so well, it
ability to
fooled
barf
Reed
on
Richards,
command.
the smartest guy on
Oh.
the planet.
He also built a suit that runs
Did
on
they
that
use a
nifty
different
serum
bar
he
for
made
this
back in his
Cipher?
lab. It lets him shrink thanks to the newly discovered
They use a
Pym
different bar for the
particles.
black bars.
What did it say? What did it?
Huh?
Hmm?
Huh?
Is it stuff?
The black bar. Like it had a different font. Yeah.
Oh,
Huh.
I will pay
Named
more
after
attention to the
himself.
next one.
Ah, classic Hank.
And the Pym particle is the key to unlocking the fundamental constants of the quantum mechanics at play here.
I
They
see.
enable you to decrease the distance between atoms. However, in order to do that, he'd have to change the Bohr radius, the ratio of electron mass to the distance the
Oh
electrons
no,
orbit an atom's nucleus.
not a science lesson.
Of course. Like how
barely
when you make a
passed the
bagel
chemistry.
pizza, you can't fit the whole pizza
Oh,
in a
gosh.
bagel. Believe me, I've tried. It's too small. You just gotta put less on.
Okay.
Wait,
Sure,
no, it's
Boomstick.
biology
So
then.
the Pym particles are actually displacing mass to an alternate dimension in order to maintain
Oh,
that
interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh, it's like having a second bagel to put the rest of your pizza on.
Okay.
Get it?
But if that were true, he
All
shouldn't
right.
be able to punch with full-size
Yeah, look at
strength
that.
if he
Having
has
fun.
less mass.
And he's definitely lighter, because otherwise he'd crush the sweet antsy rides.
Oh,
like
yeah,
Prince
true.
Ant-Man Go here.
His mass is being replaced with massless neutrinos, but that doesn't adequately explain how he can have less mass and seemingly more mass at the same time.
Sure it does, Wiz. Trust
Oh.
him and his particles.
Guys, it's the return of Broomstick.
Look at the guy. He's explaining the
Broomstick.
whole thing while wearing a lab coat. What's more trustworthy than that? You're the exception.
You
Up.
think you understand this?
Oh my.
Of course. He's small but strong. You said something about a boar, so I guess you wanted ham on that pizza, but I already made the pizza.
Will you take that coat off?
No.
Okay, I'm starting to feel like that we're getting more improv humor now since they're in the same booth together. I'm all for this.
I could definitely see it.
Also,
Drink is also appear the
anyone? Oh yeah, I guess you are right. It is different looking. Also, anybody want to see Eddie Murphy play Ant-Man in the next Marvel
Yes.
movie now?
Regardless, there is virtually no limit
Because he was playing Ant-Man in that SNL skit.
to Hank's ability to shrink. He can go beyond subatomic down to the underspace,
There it is.
a plane of existence
With
below
under-
all realities in the Marvel universe.
And Hank has literally changed his biology. He's rewritten his own chemical makeup to prevent anyone else from changing his size. And
Interesting.
he's used Pym particles so
That's a
much, he's now
thunderclap?
got an energy field around him that lets him change the size of people or objects on the fly.
Oh, that's really
Or by
interesting.
straight up firing Pym particles in the air.
He's never shy about using them either. He eventually supplied his wife, Janet Van Dyne, with some Pym tech to become the Wasp,
Wasp.
his partner in crime fighting.
The two ended up rubbing shoulders with A-listers like Thor, Iron Man, and the Hulk to take down Loki.
Hulk looks so
Ant-Man and
stupid.
the Wasp were actually the ones that captured him and pitched
Bruh.
the idea of forming the Avengers.
Unfortunately, Hank's insecurities started to creep back in, and he
Oh,
felt
yeah?
that if he wanted to keep up with the big heroes, he was going to have to think bigger.
Enter a bunch of those
It's
Pym
the bigger
power
ring.
alter egos like Yellow Jacket and Giant Man, where he can grow anywhere from 12 feet tall to so big he
Wait,
can enter the
Yellow
overspace,
Jacket's an
the polar
alternate
opposite of
personality?
outer space.
Then
The
he met
over-
Eternity, who called
Oh, okay. I should read this. Overspace is a transcendental realm that's above the superflow of dream time, an informational space which
Mark
What's that
universes,
word?
timelines, and
Okay.
higher dimensions.
demarcates. Okay.
He could briefly enter
Demarcates.
overspace before showing side effects, but he should grow them in
Demarcates.
sizes short of that with fewer difficulties.
Okay. I totally understand all of those things that was said there.
Yeah.
He's
look,
very
it's
big.
Alien X.
Scientist
Right, look,
Supreme,
it's Alien X.
something he won't let you forget.
It is Alien X.
To these insane heights, even though he knew the strain on his body could be fatal.
Oh,
But he
wow,
simply
yeah,
didn't
that is a
care
good point.
and kept pushing himself. Thus, his greatest and worst creation was born.
Ultron.
Ultron.
Oh, the Tin Man Tron was created by Hank, not Tony like the movies. But the mass murder butt thing turned out pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Big swing and a miss there.
The fallout from Ultron left Hank in a bad place, to say the least. His guilt made him feel like
I remembered that from Ultron versus Sigma.
an utter failure, and that his best work was behind him. This led Hank to do unspeakable things.
Oh dear.
A real
Oh,
low-life
shit.
move.
no.
And even though poor mental health doesn't excuse this behavior, it was clear that Hank needed help.
Oh,
He
man.
suffered multiple mental breakdowns, endured the physical toll of the Pym particles, and had bipolar disorder that went undiagnosed for years.
So Hank finally
I'm really liking how they're treating like the switch up in tone here.
did the best thing he could. He acknowledged his problems, got the help he needed, and committed to self-improvement.
And with that help, Hank slowly started making things right.
What is
He
that?
rebuilt the West Coast Avengers, gave Scott Lang his blessing to become the second Ant-Man, and finally defeated Ultron.
He created
Yeah.
a backdoor Trojan infiltration plan to defeat Ultron that was so advanced it went on to replicate and evolve all on its own to create a new species made up of artificial intelligence.
They don't call him the god of modern AI for nothing. Hank has showed over and over again that he's an integral part of the Marvel Universe.
Not just by ways of his scientific contributions or victories in battle, but by proving that heroes come in all shapes and sizes.
Okay, I really like that analysis. Like, that was incredible,
Yeah,
actually.
that was really good.
Real
I
good,
genuinely
real
like
good,
the
real
handle
good.
the-
The
Real nice.
The comedy was really well done. I liked how
Let's see if Adam has anything.
how seriously they treated the story. Now let's hear Adam's bars.
Really like the unique tone change.
I have a
Now for
feeling
my
Adam's
Ray
gonna.
Palmer was born your average human-sized person.
I do like how it
He grew up
starts
in the
out.
Northeast, studied physics at
So
Ivy
cherry.
University,
Originated
and
in
did
Midtown,
everything Mama and Papa Palmer told him to do.
Oh, let's see what did it say?
Or
Oh my gosh!
originated
It
in Midtown.
what? Okay,
Exactly.
fair enough.
Yeah, that
I have a
that
lot
last
of
one is
questions.
really funny.
Did he get to meet Robin Williams?
Probably.
Everything was
Unfortunately,
pretty
no.
typical
Hopefully.
for Ray until one fateful night when he
Wait.
took a walk to take his mind off of
what is that?
frustrating
Wait, Ray
spirits
knows
and
less
saw
martial
a
arts
meteor
than
fall from the
God.
sky.
Oh
He
no.
ran off to the crash and found himself a life-changing piece of a white dwarf star, and immediately started messing around with it.
Yeah.
He discovered that
Just
he
like
could
any
focus
good
ultraviolet
self-respecting
rays through it
scientist.
and shrink inanimate objects.
Much.
There
You
was
always
just
ask
one problem.
questions, yeah.
When he shrunk things, they exploded. Every time.
I do not see
Just
the
like that one
problem.
character from
Sounds
Green
like
Eggs and
he found
Ham,
a
the
foolproof
cartoon.
way of blowing stuff up. Case
Everything he
closed.
makes explodes.
Ray was determined to figure out how to shrink objects
Wait, no,
without
no, that's
blowing them
Guy,
up.
Guy,
But first, he went on a hike with his nature club.
Guy, yeah.
As a fellow scientist, I have to question his priorities.
But hey, it seems to work for him. I support it. Different hikes for different mics.
It
am I
means
right?
that Ray
While in a
touched
cave,
grass.
the ceiling suddenly collapsed, trapping
I don't know who that
everyone
is, but I'm assuming
After searching
an
high and low
employee
for another
or
exit, Ray found a
producer of
small
some kind.
opening and had an idea. He could
Well,
try to
somewhat
shrink
important.
himself down and get help, even if it meant he might explode before he got the chance.
But he didn't explode. Hope this story
Dang.
has a happy ending at least.
So
For Flex, Ray
disappointing.
determined there must have been something special about him that made him uniquely immune to the explosive fate. Something super scientifically convenient that we never get any more information on.
So he
I like how much they're lampshading the stupid science in this episode. How it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Pretty
no,
much.
yeah.
went to work and created himself a suit to harness the power of the white dwarf star and became
The atom!
Boomstick does not like how
Adam uses
nothing
the white
explodes.
dwarf fragment to decrease his size
I mean, he
while
does
having
have that
control
chart
over
of
his
all the
density,
explosions
which makes a lot of sense considering
from
that
Weiss
white
versus
dwarfs have the
Mitsuru.
mass of a star, like the sun, but their volume is more like the Earth's, making them among the densest objects in space.
Very
Just a
fascinating.
teaspoon of the stuff could weigh up to 100 tons. That's one strong spoon.
When Adam shrinks and shifts his weight, he's actually sending his extra mass to a dimension called the mass zone.
This is sounding very similar.
Adam could maybe live forever.
Speed
At one
Force.
point, Ray's apprentice Ryan Choi was murdered by
I don't know.
Deathstroke, but
Oh, wow.
moved some of his mass to the mass zone and was able to
what?
survive in that dimension. So these guys can potentially.
Okay, so this is basically the other world in Kung Fu Panda. So just like Poe, they basically can't die.
Here.
Actually cheat death, but would be stuck there without any outside help.
But from one
Okay,
scientist
interesting.
to another, what's most impressive is Ray's creation of the Bio Belt. That's what allows Adam to use the power of the white dwarf and
Stupid
shrink
fucking
while
name.
maintaining any weight
Yeah.
from immaterial to his full 180 pounds. There's even been times where it's stated that he was able to become almost as dense as a white dwarf star itself for a few
Oh my.
seconds.
The belt is
Its
also how he
durability.
can travel through phone lines or through the air
Oh,
on
that's
currents
cool.
or light
Oh, wow.
beams. Over time, Ray has spread out the white dwarf power to other parts of his suit, and now the bio belt acts as a utility belt for his shrunken weapons and tech. It also prevents his size or mass from being altered by any outside forces.
And
Now
while
that's
he
taking
can only
utility
increase
belts
his
to a
size
whole new
back
level.
to
Now, here's
6
what-
feet in height,
there is
his
something
ability
that I
to
know
shrink
that
is
Adam
near
has that
limitless. He can
Hank
travel
doesn't.
between
He
subatomic
can-
space to the
Adam can
microverse,
change
the
the-
foundation
change
of
the
all
mass of
reality
one
in
part
the
of his
DC
body.
universe, where atoms
What?
become the size of planets.
He can have a giant
Suddenly, he can
hand.
increase back to his normal size with such force he can smash
Super
through
hand.
diamonds. So if Adam increases his size too much while still within the microverse, he could blow up the entire fabric of reality from the inside.
The microverse exists within all matter in the main multiverse, within the orrery of worlds, and may even extend as far as the Speed Force wall, which is stated to be the limit to matter by the DC multiverse map. This would encompass infinite universes, timelines, and higher dimensions, though would fall short of transcendental realms beyond this, such
Okay.
as the Sphere of Gods.
So there
What?
are
Adam W.
Shrinking down to that size means that he can shrink small enough to rearrange atoms themselves.
All right, Adam's looking pretty good right now.
Individual molecules and rapidly expand
That's
them
good
to
to
cook
hear
up a
it on
small
my
nuclear
side.
blast in the palm of his hand.
my
Oh,
God,
Ray
nuclear
Palmer. Hey, just
I
got
get
the-
it.
He also
Oh my
once disarmed a bomb by rearranging its atoms. At that size, he can move at the velocity of light. So fast and so randomly,
What?
he basically acted as a barrier between any and all possible atom combinations. But
Huh?
come
What?
on, there's no scientific explanation here for him to have superhuman senses or awareness to comprehend being everywhere at the same time.
Ah, it makes total
He's just
sense.
really smart.
If you're small enough, you can fit in almost everything, everywhere, all at once. Like how you can fit an entire pizza into
That's
a
like the
calzone,
movie.
And then you have a whole pizza
He's
everywhere
still doing the
inside
pizza.
calzone.
Yo, they
Man,
had
I
this.
get it. Science is pizza.
Oh
It's
my
all
God.
pizza.
Science is all I have. Why are you doing this to me?
On top of all Ray's amazing inventions and abilities, he's also
Nice.
got some more classic weapons like a laser blaster and a freaking sword he used to fight a giant crocodile.
Okay.
Relative to his size.
Sword.
That was when Ray was
Impressive.
believed to be dead, but was actually just stuck at 6 inches tall and stranded in the Amazon rainforest,
Oh.
where
Oh,
he
damn.
encountered an
Okay.
alien race known as the Catarthans.
And get this, he ended up leading a rebellion against their tyrant king and became the ruler of all the Kardashians.
And his
Yo.
heroism didn't stop there. The Atom was a very well-respected hero, and was even asked to join the Justice League of America shortly after it was formed.
He fought alongside
see why they
Batman
went
and
to
his best
pick him.
bud, Hawkman. And you don't fight with those guys without picking up a thing or two.
Impressive
Awesome.
combat
Oh,
skills
okay,
aside,
nice.
Adam's greatest contribution to the legendary team was always his incredible mind.
He once created kryptonite inside of Superman by realizing that if
What?
he gathered up enough kryptonian
Um.
protons, they would eventually become radioactive.
Oh,
Stranded
what?
in limbo, Adam realized that if the Flash sped up the rate of a nuclear reaction's stellar evolution to exhaust its
Oh.
core, they could turn a fire demon into a black hole and use it as a wormhole
What?
to get back to Earth.
What?
He's a brilliant,
Sure.
hardworking, and determined
You know what?
scientist.
Fine.
Okay, so maybe he
Giant.
actually. Okay, so maybe he might win
I
this.
mean, if I figured out how to blow stuff up as well as he did, I would have stopped right there. I'm
Yeah.
the hero that blows stuff up. Wouldn't even need to change my name.
Ray Palmer
Yeah, just
lived the
boomstick.
dream, going from research scientist to legendary superhero. He picked up the pieces presented to him and built something greater than the sum of its parts.
Who knew this tiny titan with massive brains would have just as much brawn to back it up?
Yeah,
the
that
answer for this
Alright.
debate.
that was
I
just
like
super.
that.
That was super
It-
delightful.
This
I
can
really
go
liked it. It
either
didn't cover
way.
some of his
No,
story
but
beats, but at the same
yeah,
time,
I
just
have-
the tragedy
okay.
behind him is something.
So
I couldn't
actually,
show
this
up.
could go either way.
No, but like,
Anyways,
Okay.
I will say that analysis segment was just like it was. I think it was because of not only the editing and also the writing, but also like the choice of royalty-free music too. Like it was just delightful all the way through. I had
Yeah,
really
I
enjoyed
love
that.
the beats. Like so far, this matchup, this episode's really good. I really love both rundowns.
Yeah,
Okay, so.
I think I'm gonna go with the Atom. It sounds like he's got more
Yeah, I'm going
destructive.
with Adam as well.
Yeah,
I'm
going
for
for
both.
It sounds like he's got more destructive
I'm going with-
capability around him,
I'm
and I
going
think he
with
might be a
Hank
little
because I
bit
don't
smarter.
want to-
I'm
And
gonna go
again,
with
because-
Hank.
I'd say
Like, he
both
has
Probably
relatively
Adam
smart, but
or
we'll see what
Ant-Man.
the episode comes up with.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, I feel like Hank's Arsenal.
All
might
right,
give
the
him
combatants
edge
are
here.
set.
Hey,
We've run the
hey,
data through all boss.
What's that?
I feel like Hank's Arsenal might give him the edge here. Like, yeah, like
Well,
his,
we'll have to
like,
see.
like, you know, it's like outsmart geniuses of his level as well, like Reed Richards and all that. Yeah.
Probably.
We'll just have to see.
Abilities.
It's
Time for a death battle! Oh, and
Yeah, what they
I am
said.
pausing it here right now because I know a lot of you guys like to skip to the fight for reactions, and I totally understand that, but I have an announcement I need to make. And for the next episode, I will not be able to react to it in a group setting. I will have to react to it on my own because I'm going to Australia for vacation with my sister.
Oh,
And
nice.
so
Ooh.
I still
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. So unfortunately, I
nice.
won't be able to do the group reaction, but I am still going to try and film myself watching the episode as best as I can. And who knows, maybe if the Wi-Fi is good enough, I might end up being able to do a group reaction after all, if like you guys are cool with doing it like really late at night, since obviously I'm going to be busy during the day sightseeing and stuff.
Fair.
But you know, if any of you guys are down to like wait and like avoid spoilers and watch it here anyway with me when it's like in the middle of the night or whenever it is, since I'm going to be in a different time zone, you know, feel free to do that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm down with that.
Let's
So,
do this.
Yeah.
Now that that's out of the way, let's do this thing.
That's,
Woo.
Thinking time.
here we go. Okay.
Hi.
Oh, cool.
Oh, ooh,
You should
3D.
pick on someone your own
3D.
size,
Okay, oh,
relatively
Yeah.
speaking. How did you do this?
Oh.
It's laced with a particle I've never seen before. They're called Pym particles. And I'm Hank Pym, scientist supreme.
All
You
right.
did the
Should have
parachute
known.
underneath.
Oh,
All right. Fight.
Bruh.
Nice.
That had a lot of exaggeration.
I like that.
You're
Using the environment around
a
it,
white
them.
dwarf star? That's cute.
Nope.
Everything we needed already existed. You just needed to be smart enough to put the pieces together. Scientist
Damn.
Supreme.
Nice. Oh my god.
Did you know that at any given moment, there are about 2.5 million ants under your feet? I mean, that makes sense.
that makes
but
sense.
Why are you bringing that up right now?
You telling me?
Uh-oh. Nice. I'm liking the banter a lot.
Let's see where this goes.
Oh no, Anthony!
Zelda.
No,
Yep.
Took you long enough.
Oh yeah, you gotta just done that.
Okay.
Pin
let's
particle.
try this.
I really like the comedy in this one.
Car.
Whoa.
Right inside the car.
Nice.
I'll hack his belt. You lay low and let me know what you find.
Yes, queen.
yes.
Anthony.
Yes, queen. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Awesome.
I'm really liking these
Every
effects.
electron path in his gun is
He's gonna go inside Ant-Man.
wave functions. I just might be able to.
Whoa. Go up his ass. The microverse.
Microverse.
Whoa.
What the?
Dude, this is awesome.
Ant-Man might be screwed here.
Yo.
I have no idea who's gonna win. And this music is a lot of fun too.
He must be reaching his limit. If we don't get out of here quick, he's gonna destroy all of reality. Now, my pets,
Uh-oh.
you have your tricks and your tools, but I created something beyond the limits of human existence. I operate on a scale you
Oh my
can't
goodness.
even
I feel
Whoa.
like Adam's gonna come back up.
Wait a minute.
What?
Overspace.
Oh, it's-
Overspace. They just keep getting smaller and
It's a.
smaller.
It's
Eternity.
excellent.
Can't be afraid to think big.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck? Dude!
That is insane.
That was incredible! Holy shit!
Ain't
Holy
Ant-Man
shit!
won.
Okay, you know what? I'll take the L on that one. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping.
Oh wow.
Right. I thought.
think.
He
I
didn't
guess
end up
Overspace
shrinking
gave him the
inside
victory.
To each other's abilities
Guys,
and
he didn't end up shrinking
Both
inside
were
him.
able
The
to
ants
store
did.
various weapons at a shrunken
Seeing
Oh,
those ants come out was
that-
terrifying.
That's weird. Normally the text is supposed to be colored. I don't know why it's not colored.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
Well, yeah, I
Both
can
were
see a
trained
tint of
judo,
red and a
they both
tint of
could
blue on
obviously
their
keep up with
names.
each other's ability to shrink at will.
That's cool too.
No, there was one small thing Adam couldn't answer to. The ants.
Oh yeah.
Bond with his pets lent him some small advantages, and Ray just didn't have enough anti-ant tools in his bio build.
I underestimated
But in
that.
Adam's defense, the fact that he could punch with a fist packed with all of his mass meant that a close-up fight, while small, would leave Hank with few options since he can only punch with his normal human strength.
Even still, all Ant-Man would need to do is keep his dissed ants with the help of his insect confidants and devise
Shut
a
up.
plan of ant tech, something Hank has no shortage of.
For
Okay.
instance, Ant-Man could alter Adam's size thanks to the Pym particle field he generates. Hank would just need to stall long enough to remove or disable Adam's biobelt, and he's had no trouble hacking enemy tech in the past.
But
Okay.
even with the bio belt busted,
True.
it wouldn't stop Adam's ability to shrink since the white dwarf power is contained throughout his suit. Destroying the belt only meant that Ant-Man could alter Adam's size.
Whereas Hank has literally rewritten his own biology to prevent outside size alteration. And while Adam's abilities are definitely impressive, they are limited. And Ant-Man simply aren't, at least by comparison. Hank
Dang.
can always match Ray's size or just take the fight to the overspace where he would have the edge, both physically and mentally.
That's really
The
interesting.
overspace can mess with the human mind, but we've seen that Hank can handle it.
But if the Scientist Supreme is really so smart, why didn't he just immediately go up Adam's butt and blow him up from the inside?
Okay.
What's wrong with you, Wiz?
H.A.H..
Aren't you a fellow man of science?
This is the
Ew.
meanest thing you've ever done to me.
Aw.
Sized up Ant-Man, but in the end, he was the one who had to say, Uncle.
The winner
Uncle.
is Ant-Man.
I will say I was not surprised that they made a reference to that.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.
All right, I want to see.
Okay.
Okay,
look at the new
props to the voice actors. I didn't know who they were. And DJ edited this whole thing. Very cool.
Yep.
Nice.
Wait,
That was
Ringmaster.
unfortunate to see
Ringmaster
that
was in
Ray
this?
lost.
Well,
but
Ringmaster
that
does
was
the
really
fight and
good.
KO.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or no,
Okay.
not the fight, just the KO. There's no fight. There is no fight.
Oh, wait, so what were we watching?
We have a
They
new
never,
every 2 weeks.
they just disagreement.
It's not that
They were so small.
Let's go.
What is it? What is
Bowser
it?
vs. Eggman.
All right, let's see.
Bowser vs. Eggman.
Oh, it's the one we already knew about. Okay.
Dragonborn versus Dragonborn versus.
The Chosen
Already?
Undead.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's
All right.
Wait, what's
are
this
they gonna do all
music?
4 of these at the same time?
Cool.
Wait,
Well,
what was the?
that was
Hold
unique.
on. Why were they
That was
using that
unique.
music?
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
Considering they said this one would be like Sauron versus the Lich King, and I already love that episode.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for this one.
Oh.
I was not expecting it to be
I
this
never
early,
see
though.
I haven't even seen Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings
well,
or World
I
of
guess we're
Warcraft,
getting
but
into
yeah,
once we
that's
do
one
know
of my
out the
favorite
way,
episodes.
Because we're not gonna get the other 4.
This
Those
one's
two
gonna
for a
be
while.
unique.
Oh well.
Good episode.
But I will. It is a little disappointing. It's
very
like,
good
oh, it's what we
premiere.
already knew about. But like, there will be surprises later on, and it's gonna be a pretty great episode, I think. And so, yeah, this was a really good episode. Like, I was very happy with how it turned out. I think I would have to watch it a few more times to really get my thoughts on how I feel it compares to other season premieres. Like how it. But I do think it would stand on par with Harley Jinx and Yoda Mickey in terms of getting me excited for the rest of the year, because like
I think so.
had a lot of fun stuff going for it. I feel like they did a lot of fun things with their powers by playing around with the scale and how sometimes they were big, but like we would see things from a distance and it's just like very little stuff going on. And when they started hopping dimensions and going into the different spaces, like it got like way more intense, and I like how the ants were used. The banter was a lot of fun too. Like it felt like two scientists like with big egos going at it with each other, just trying to one up themselves.
I am really curious to see what the Q&A is
I'm just-
like,
I just
want
wanna-
a lot of factors and it's about.
I just want to say one thing. I'm very glad they didn't do the go up the.
Yeah, I'm glad they kept it to a simple joke.
I mean,
Why do I feel? Why do I?
Like, but the way they
feel
killed
like-
off Adam though was
Okay, why do I feel like
the way they killed off Adam was gruesome.
Yeah, it was really well
That,
done.
that, that,
Adam
that
was
just was
very-
made me sad that
I'm
it had
still,
to
I'm
do
still
like
think,
that.
I still think that my idea of Bill and Discord messing with Wiz and Boomstick is actually happening right now, because I don't think Boomstick would actually do what he's been doing.
What, the scientist stuff?
Yes.
No, I think he's
Also,
clearly
like,
doing that to
beats
mess
on
with
all that.
Wiz.
Then again, it is Wiz and Boomstick. They partly mess with each other.
Yeah, it's they're just
Science is pizza after all.
it's always been pizza.
Delicious,
Yeah, no,
delicious pizza.
I like how the text was done. Like it helped add to the drama and like getting us prepared for it. I also like how
Like what
when
they did in
when
Avengers
Ant-Man
Endgame.
realized that the universe was shattering, he realized that he had to actually stop
Save
it,
it
or
in
else
order
in order to save everybody.
Yeah.
It's like this
Yeah.
little moment here. So like that was a nice little attention to detail. I will.
Legit, this
I'm not
episode
entirely
was
sure how.
great.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the setup itself, because like I don't know why exactly they start fighting, other than the fact that, hey, you're not me, get out of here.
Yeah.
If,
Be fair,
Hey,
be
you're
fair,
not-
that
you're not
probably is like
smarting
if
me.
someone snuck into your house. Well,
perhaps, but
Yeah.
They start off like, "Hey, you think you're smarter than me?"
it does come off as a little Strange versus Fate, where it's like, there cannot be more than one. Get out of here. Oh, it is so.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
That is like
back
brutal,
better than ever.
man.
maybe.
Yeah, that one is definitely up there with
And
Natsu versus Ace and Naruto
is so
versus
freaky.
Ichigo when it comes to gruesome hand-drawn deaths.
I know.
Yeah.
I think we all thought that they would grow up and they thought we would grow inside them and then they would die, but no, it was the
It was the
ants
ants.
that grew up and then
Man,
I feel bad. I
was
feel
the
bad
ants
now
all
because I
along.
thought Adam was gonna win, but like I really underestimated Ant-Man's little ant friends. Like I feel like I
Yeah,
didn't give them
same
their due
here.
credit. So, like they really came out.
I really like this.
They really came through in the end, and I like how
Yas Queen.
they got the Yas Queen.
You know, when I heard Ant-Man was called Scientist Supreme, I thought it was going to be another Doctor Fate versus Doctor Strange opening.
There can only be one site. Yeah.
This was really only be one.
There can only be one.
But it is nice to see the streak of, or not a streak. It's now become a pattern of DC losing in the season premiere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, by the way,
But
I like it.
we've kind of just had a thing like
I like it that
the G1 blog
use the
continues to be
environment
run on
around
Marvel
here.
versus DC, sadly.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you
I
saying,
like how
Zio?
they use the environment.
Yeah, it's a very pretty
I like
environment.
how they use the environment.
It gives me very
And
Lex versus Doom vibes.
Then they take it inside the car, and then the microverse, and then to eternity itself.
It's a very creatively done battle.
Yeah,
I have very little to
really
complain
like
about.
This. It's one of my
He
favorites.
really just said, "Hey, I'm gonna bring you to someone that's gonna watch you get annihilated right now."
Yeah, like, did anybody else get Black Adam versus Apocalypse vibes there when all the ants start surrounding him?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, because of like when the robots surrounded
did.
Black. Yeah.
That was a good episode.
So, man, I'm honestly not sure if I feel like I would at least give this one a 9 because I have very little to complain about with this episode because like both analysis segments were very interesting, like with the presentation and the use of music, and I like how they took us through their stories, and this animation like has a lot going for it when it comes to the fight dynamic and the way they bounce off of each other. So I really don't have any glaring issues with this one off the top of my head. Like,
There's one thing I'm very confused about right away.
Yeah.
How did the ants not grow? How did the ants change size with Adam?
I guess because they're connected to him, and because they also say that he's able to control the mass.
When they were inside his belt, when they were trying to mess with his belt, he clearly shrunk when Ant-Man was shooting him.
I guess. Did they establish if he's able to do that from a distance?
Ant-Man controls their mass, which keeps them small inside his belt.
Yeah, there you go.
But the ants were inside the belt.
Yeah, so he was able to control them from a distance, I suppose, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to rewatch the analysis to be for sure.
Yas Queen.
I do.
Yas Queen.
Yeah, a lot of it. At this point, it could be pretty obvious that Ant-Man was about to win. I do think a lot of us were expecting some sort of Trunks versus Silver comeback, so it still managed to keep up the.
It really just said, "Hey, I'm bringing you to God."
Yeah, it still managed to keep up the tension.
I was kind of expecting Adam to do a similar line to that the Flash said to Quicksilver when he brought him to the Speed Force.
Where the hell am I?
Let's race it to Japan.
Oh, did you guys see the meme that one person made? Brett's Goku Black versus Reverse Flash. Let's take a race to Japan, and then he starts dragging him across the world.
I mean, on the bright side, at least they probably made it Japan.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I hadn't heard of the voice actors before this, so I might check out their stuff later. I definitely thought they did a good job. So props to them for sure. I like seeing new blood get their chance. And especially since I don't know if you guys know this, but this episode was leaked early because there was some voice actor leaked the casting call on a website. And so some of my voice actor friends knew about it, even though they're not a part of Sound Cadence. And I was like, oh wow, I guess like there's no telling who could like get this one if like everybody knew about it.
So we know all the voice actors for this season, or
no? It was just this episode that got leaked. Not any of the other ones. It's not a season 7 situation, fortunately.
Because if they did somehow leak all the voice actors and one of them was a character name or a phrase said backwards, we would have known what one of the matchups were.
Perhaps. Well, I don't know. What if for Bowser it's just Peaches backwards?
Wait, guys, I just noticed.
That
Did you guys see
bitch.
what Anthony said? Did you
Yes,
guys see what
Queen.
Anthony said to
Yeah.
Hank?
That was funny.
You just noticed that?
Yo, this Pico's hard. Your fill screenshot.
It would not have been funny if it was a voiced line. It was funnier as text, and the fact that it was an ant saying it, that's what made it funny to me. Because I think that's one of those phrases that's very hard to say without coming off as cringy. But I like how they pulled it off here. Okay, so I guess for next time, all I really have to say is I hope it's as good as Sauron versus Lich King. That's all I really have to say.
Also, I'm glad.
I haven't played any of the games.
Did you notice?
My only knowledge on like Elden Ring. Wait, the Dark Souls is Elden Ring. That's my only experience.
Okay, so did you notice that they showed the both franchises memes at the end of that trail?
Yeah, they showed the Praise the Sun deal.
Praise the sun, and you're finally awake.
I do like that meme.
I better feel that it's the Dark Souls of videos.
The Dark. Yes.
Who wins in that
yes.
matchup?
This is gonna be the Dark.
I've
Souls
seen
of
some people
battle.
say the Chosen Undead. That or
Because he can't actually die.
Yeah. That's why I thought Adam was gonna win, because they mentioned how like he's basically immortal with the microzone or whatever. But yeah, let's look at this trailer again.
Oververse spot.
No, he's immortal if he dies.
Let's look at this. Let's look at this trailer again.
So don't miss out.
Yeah.
Now the song used here.
I forget what it's from. It sounds familiar.
Wait,
they used
that's,
Monkey's
wait,
Off
isn't
the
it?
Track. Yeah.
Yeah, they used it's the moon theme.
It's
Nah, like it's like public use music. Like
Yeah.
what was it called again? Like
royalty free.
Mars. It's called Mars.
The
The song's called Mars.
Hmm.
The song is called Mars.
Okay. I am very happy that we're getting this one early, since we know it's going to be a 3D episode. That's one thing we know about it, at least. And also, that means we're going to pretty much have nothing but surprises from here on out. And
we still have the
but I mean for like a good few months, because I think it's pretty safe to say that Bill Cord and Alex versus Cole is gonna be towards the end of the season.
Colex.
Colex.
That reminds me.
Colex will be at the end.
What do you think they're gonna show up? What do you?
Huh? You cut off for a second.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Say it again, please.
Say, what are they gonna show off?
Yes.
I was gonna say, what are they gonna show up at RTX?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't. Probably an episode preview.
Probably.
Ain't only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Or next time,
they really want to be generous and
or reveal it next time early, like they did, but they haven't done that since Mechagodzilla versus Dragonzord.
Probably. Well, so any final thoughts you guys want to get off your chest?
I really like this episode.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Very
Fantastic
good
opener.
Agreed.
It's great. It's great to see Boomstick in a lab coat again.
Yes, the return we all needed. So, thank you all so much for joining us. Really hope you're as excited for the rest of this season as we are. I hope you all like the episode as much as we did, and be sure to stay tuned for the next video. Take care.
We'll see you around.
Science is pizza.
Bye.